Let's talk about the E word, which is email. What apps and platforms are you using for email these days? Are you just using the stock apps or what are you doing with that?
Ooh, I'm going to be the boring person here. My iPhone, I just use the stock app. But the cool thing now, I think, in my opinion, is I really don't deal with email on my phone anymore. So it's not even on my home screen anymore. It's like literally in the app library. Like I have to search for it to open up my email app because my workflow nowadays is I have my executive assistant, Jury. So we meet twice a week. She will tell me, like, hey, here are the emails that you need to reply to because I can't answer them. I will reply to those emails and then she handles the rest. So if there's anything happening in between, people will just have to wait. And if you or someone else on the team needs me, they know never to email me because we pretty much have a no email policy here. It's kind of like an unofficial policy. We've never said it or stated it, but it's just like nobody uses email internally. We just use Slack and Jira comments for stuff. And so if people really need me and it's urgent, they know to call or text me. It's one of our communication protocol guidelines that we have here, both at work, but also in my personal life. Like if you need me right now and it's urgent, call me. Like people just generally know that. And if you don't, then you can get a response whenever I can get back to you. And so
Do
email is
you
typically the slowest path to get to me.
do you care at all about inbox zero? This is a goal for a lot of people, getting their email inbox down to zero. Is that a goal for you? Do you care about that? What's your feeling about inbox zero?
I think a few years ago, I would have liked to have it. Now that my inbox is mostly delegated, I don't know if it's inbox zero or inbox 500. Like I have no clue until I go in there. So it's up to the EA to make sure it's all addressed. So I know this is not like a very typical solution for most people, but even if my EA didn't handle my inbox, I wouldn't care about inbox zero as much. Like a lot of my friends do inbox 5 or inbox 12, like they have a bunch of stuff unread there, and that's okay too. Whatever you need to do to get back to people, that's how you do it.
I think the thing about email is very similar to the stuff we were talking about, the Sunday maybe list. If something's truly important, it will find a way to bubble up to you. Getting to inbox zero, if you can do it, great. If that doesn't cause unnecessary stress and strain, great. But I wouldn't let it mess up other things going on in your life. Let's put it that way. For me personally, I use an app called Spark. It's on Mac and iOS, and then Gmail is my backend. I like Spark because what it can do is it can integrate with stuff like OmniFocus. So if an email is actionable, I just tap 2 buttons and it send it to OmniFocus, and it can capture it to other places as well. But the thing I like about it is when it does that, it has a link back to the email that I can just tap on or click on from any of my devices, and it goes straight back to that email. So that's great when you're going through your inbox, and then when you're going through your task manager and you want to get back to the original email, it's just one click away. I find that really helpful. On Windows and Android, I just use the stock Gmail app. That's the benefit of using a cross-platform backend. I know some people like Fastmail. That's another good one. And of course, there's iCloud Mail as well. And of course, there's Office 365, which I also use for a different account as well. But yeah, Spark with Gmail is my main ones. And I don't have an executive assistant doing my email. Basically, what I do is I do triage. And then, like I said, if something's actionable, I'll send it to OmniFocus. If it's something I want to read, but not right now, I will send it to a read later app, which for me right now is called Matter. And so I just send it straight to Matter, and then I'll just read it later. And yeah, like I said, if something's important, it'll find its way back.